can you give us an update on what's happening with the Tilbury Ferry?
Well, this morning I had a meeting with Perry from Port of Tilbury, and we had a discussion about a number of issues that affected Thurrock, and I said, Perry, can you help us? And he said he'd prepared to chip in about £20,000 to ensure that the ferry is running. I understand this afternoon the council have found the money that they couldn't find last month, so it looks like the future of the ferry is secure. So I'm very pleased that the Port of Tilbury will come forward to breach a gap if it exists.
And Perry, are you happy to be on board with this?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, in the discussions we had this morning, I was quite amazed that this had been a problem, but I can understand with the cuts that councils have got to make, something has to give. And I think from a Port of Tilbury point of view, it's essential that this ferry continues. There's a number of people that are using it, and it's gained in interest over recent years. And I think it's right that we keep that interest in the cruise terminal and the overall ferry usage. So we're absolutely committed to this, and very happy to help out. Very happy indeed.
Because it's been fascinating actually over the last week or so that how many people from all over the world have made comments on Facebook, etc., about the history of the ferry.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, the cruise terminal and the ferry has a fantastic history, and it's these sort of cuts, it suddenly gets the interest and the passion out there, and you know, down to people like Carl that brings it alive and makes sure people are out there and take an interest in it. If it hadn't been for the meeting this morning, I wouldn't have known about it. So I think, you know, we're pleased to help, but it keeps the history going, and the cruise terminal's got a fantastic history going back to the 1920s, and you've got to preserve that. No matter what the businesses are doing at that, you've got to preserve the history and the community side of it.
Carl, do you still think regarding this whole issue there are questions to be asked of Thurrock Council?
Well, yes, but I think this evening it's more of a celebration and a relief. But what we need to avoid now we've got a tripartite interest. We've got Thurrock Council, Port of Tilbury and Kent County Council. We need to ensure that we don't have this uncertainty year on year on the ferry. We need to get our heads together and make sure that the funding's no longer an issue, and that ferry just goes from strength to strength in the certain knowledge that it's got a future. And thanks to the Port of Tilbury and Ferry, I think it has.